Hey guys, how's it going? Guess what time it is? It's time for that thing where you ask me things and my mouth opens and closes and you get an answer. Alright, so we're going to have a look-see on this big ol' YouTube page. Alright, first question. Would you rather have no eyebrows or ones that were so fluffy that people would ask you for two chipmunks on your forehead? Probably no eyebrows. I don't know. Caterpillar eyebrows? Better get off this site. Sorry, bro. I am recording. See, I mean, Shane. Hi, Shane. I got one question for you. There goes. How do you feel living with Yami? I don't know. We hung around a lot before he moved in, and we talked about it for like 6 months before it actually happened, because he needed it. He seriously needed to be out of his home because his mum was making it almost impossible for him to make videos, and she was really, really against it. Like, seriously, he used to have big arguments with his mum about it. So having him here is kind of like, I feel a bit safer for him, because I know that while he's here, he's going to be putting out 3 videos a day. He's going to be fully focused on his YouTube. He's going to make his dreams come true, and that makes me happy for him. It really does. Other than that, I mean, we don't see each other that much. We have space. I definitely like my space, and we'll talk a lot on Skype, even on Skype through the wall, because he just lives on the other side of that wall. And we cook together and shit, but we're not in each other's faces all the time, But, there really is nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's introvert behavior. Google introvert. Yeah. Shane, I would love it if you said happy late birthday, because my birthday was August 29th. That was pretty late, but, yeah, happy birthday. It's that random... No, list that random guy. Can't read these names. What do you think happens after you die? I think nothing happens. I think that it'll be exactly like it was before you were born. Nothingness. Which is probably one of the scarier things in life. The thought of nothing, because it's actually something that we cannot fathom. It's something that even through work, through love, through relationships, through everything, we wake up day after day, and there will be life, there will be thought, there will be a consciousness, and to even imagine nothingness, I don't think we can do it. I think we can try, but I don't think we can do it. I mean, the closest we'll get is when we're asleep and we have no memory, I think, and I don't even think that's close. But yeah, I don't think there's any afterlife. I think maybe all of the stardust and atoms that were crushed together to make everything, maybe one day will converge into another life form, and maybe that consciousness will be there. I don't even know. I don't even know how this life works. I mean, I don't think any of us can even begin to think of why. God done it! Alright. How excited are you to go to PAX? Not that excited. In fact, I'm more excited to go to EGL. Not that I'm not excited about going to America or PAX. I don't know. I've already been to an EGL and it was awesome. And I don't know. And also it's like next month. So if any of you are actually going to EGL 8, I'll be there with Aaron. Say hi. Why are you so cool? Well, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Do you like anime? I really, really like old anime. Like anything pre-2005 tends to be really good. I mean, I even like stuff like Cardcaptor Sakura and Tsubasa Chronicle, and there was it was called X. Really good Clamp anime. I love Clamp stuff. But I think Naruto actually destroyed it for me. I don't know why. I just could not take that thing seriously, and everyone loved it, and then all the Americans started loving it, and this sounds really hipster, and I hate it, but I guess I liked it when no one else liked it, and then when the masses started to like it, and everyone started acting like retards at conventions and stuff, it just made me just. Maybe I was just getting too old for it. Maybe I just was way too old, but there was just so much of it. I mean, I've been to like 3 or 4, and every time I've just been like, oh god, please just don't let me be around these people anymore. And the thing about anime, which was really good, was there was a community, and it was great back in the day, like back when the internet was dinosaur land. But then the community started getting all gay and shit, and yeah. My mum, yep. Does CM Punk really need Paul Heyman? Hello, wrestling. If Paul Heyman is part of the WWE, are there not a lot of younger talents who genuinely need a voice piece? I've always had a real problem with people talking like this about wrestling, and I don't take wrestling seriously, but I take I like a good story, and I love it when something comes to fruition really well. Now, I don't know if it was because of Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan and all this, but people really hate older guys in wrestling, and I can see why. I really can see why people don't like it, because they can hog the spotlight and stay too long, and it's not a good thing. Now, because people don't like that, they say, all right, there is these younger guys who need this. I don't necessarily think that's right. I think if a person can still go in the ring and on the microphone, they should. Just because they're older does not mean that they should be, less inclined to get a push or be a star. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, fuck. Hulk Hogan in his late 50s was very good. And a lot of people will say, what the fuck are you talking about, shit? He was really good. He could still go in the way that he used to go, and he was good on the mic and all that shit. He was great. Anyway, the point with CM Punk is, he doesn't need Paul Heyman, not by a long shot. But those two together is like a fucking wet dream. And I don't think a younger talent deserves it because they're young. If they need it, they're not good enough. That's all I'm saying. Sorry about talking about wrestling like that. Shane, do I love you? Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. Arrow, why don't you like playing scary games? Because they're scary. They're really. I mean, I played that paranormal game. It was horrible. It was insanely. I was like, fuck this, and that was no, pretending to be scared or anything. That was, I don't know what it was. Aaron's headphones, and I kind of knew Aaron was outside the door, kind of. So I had that in the back of my mind. My heart was, and it's like you hear the guys breathing, the kind of, the squeaking, the guys moving around. It's by far the scariest game I've ever played. How can you be scared of death? It's there, and embrace it. Well, because there is nothing after life. I mean, why? I mean, this is everything. Everything right here in life. All of you, all of everything. The universe, blah, blah, blah. We have no consciousness, it's not there, it doesn't matter. So, I'm scared of death because I don't want to lose this. Why wouldn't I be scared of death? I think it's insane not to be scared of death. Also, I think you will have to become far worse at what you do to be featured on Retsupre. Some of the people they mock are truly awful. I know, but I kind of have that dream, I mean, me and my friends all watch Retsupre. I mean, me and my friends, I think all of them have watched the full Darkseid 2 thing, which is them just talking over a game for 6.5 hours, which is hilarious. Mike Dawson's just such a pussy. What's your favourite Guns N' Roses song? I got 3. Night Train, Don't Cry, and Garden of Eden. They were all quite different, but I love them so much. If you discovered a new country, what would you call it? I would call it, probably Country in the Knee. What do you think are problems in our society? Probably say the biggest one is with religion. Second biggest, probably racism. Third biggest is we can't control money. Seriously, we've spent way too much money as a country, or as a world, fuck. If that one girl, came back and apologises and asks you to go out, what would you say and do? Probably say no to going out, because I never really, I don't know, I kind of fancied her, but I kind of didn't. It's a very, very strange thing. But I'd definitely, you know, go out for a drink and talk and shit. Missy Amber says, you are so perfect. I know. Long distance date? Probably not. Would you ever have a threesome with Yamimash and another girl? I have kind of a rule with girls, and it's one dick to one girl. To paint thinner. Why are people... I mean, was it really that funny? To paint thinner? Oh my god, I was so drunk that night. Straight shots of vodka are much more potent on you than just drinking with mixers and shit. Yo, Shane, love your videos. Been watching you since you had about 200 subs. Do you have any recommendations on how to get back into YouTube? Because I have been away for too long and it's changed and most of my subs are now inactive. Problem with inactive subs is they are inactive. Most of them are probably gone. And even if you do upload, you're probably not even going to hit 1% of your peoples. Actually, maybe 5%. I'm not even sure. It's kind of tough. You're in a really bad spot. One of my friends, Mitch, official Mitch Meister on his channel, if you want to go look, he's got about 2,000 subs, but so many of them are inactive. Or, I don't know, or they came, I don't even know, but they don't watch his videos, that's the point. Because he was away for so long. And now he's just trying to grind out until people start watching again. And pretty much you just got to get in the mindset that this is a long-term plan. This is what I've got. I've got a long-term plan. It's just like, you know, I mean, I want to have 5,000 by Christmas. And if I average 25 subscribers a day, I will do that. And that's a goal for me. And I really want it more than most of you know. So you've got to push forward. I mean, I put out 3 videos a day. I mean, I might even put out more soon. I'm not even sure. And just put out videos. Try and network with people around your size. If you can do that, then you will grow. And that's probably about it. Just keep it high, good quality, you know, all that shit. Hello, Shane. I love your videos, man. I also have 3 questions. What's one thing you like about yourself and one thing you hate? One thing I love is my mind. I love the way I think about things, because without ego and without, you know, being all self-confident and shit, I feel I think about things in quite a different way to other people. One thing I hate, my mind, because it feels like I'm very different. Therefore, the way I think is very different, and it makes interacting with people kind of shit. But you know, I am me, so I've just got to deal with it. If you could go back in time to change one thing in your life that you fucked up, what would it be? This one's quite recent. I missed my older brother's wedding, which sucked so hard. I don't even know if he's forgiven me yet. He probably hasn't. Probably has and hasn't. I don't even know, but I really... Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Nope. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my brother's wedding. It was like, I think it was 2011, 2010, I'm not sure. But, I just completely missed it. And it was because I was in such a rut with my life. It was so shit, my life back then. And my whole family pretty much fucking came down on me like a ton of bricks, and it sucked. And I deserved it. But I was in such a bad place in my life, and honestly, that was one of the turning points in my life, where I was just like, no, I can't do this anymore. It was so bad. And that changed me quite a lot. What was your best high school experience? You know, I didn't have many good high school experiences. They sucked. Can you upload 2 Pokemon videos a day, please? Maybe. I've been thinking about it. Did you see Brock Lesnar wreck John Cena? Yes. It was one of my favourite things of the year, and when John Cena won, I went fucking ballistic. You have no idea. I was standing there. I was like, what the? It was the most stupid thing ever. You know when you have to like stop? You just out zone and stop pretending. You know, you kind of pretend it's real in your mind. When John Cena wins, that's the point where you do actually think and have to think it's fake, because there's no way a person can go through all that shit and still win. Brock Lesnar's a beast. John Cena's a puff. Why did that girl beat you up when you was 13? What an asshole. Don't worry, bro, you're not the only one, but at least I didn't cry. Hey, I didn't cry in front of them. I think they were just being assholes. I think they really did just want to humiliate me. There was a bunch of them. It wasn't like it was just a random girl on her own. Shane, please don't try and kill yourself over a girl, please. Well, I'm not going to now. This was a long, long time ago. It really was. I was 18? Yeah, I was 18 at that point. I'm 25 now, so 7 years? When do you think you will work up the courage to tell us why you tried to kill yourself? 2 in a row? Not trying to be mean, I just want to know. Tell you what, I'll answer that right at the end, because I don't know how long this is going to be. Will you ever play Batman Arkham Asylum, please? It would be awesome. Also, recommend subscribe! I've heard that's a really good game, Batman Arkham Asylum. I saw a scene with Mr. Freeze and Batman, and I was like, ooh, that's really cool. What element would you like to control? It can be anything, minus the element of death. Quite sure death's an element. If death's an element, I'd like to control life. I mean, fuck, if you could give life to anything, that's pretty fucking cool. And no one would die. How did you feel when you found out WWE was fake as a kid? Also, please troll Yamimash more on Minecraft. Rate, comment, subscribe. Wrestling as a kid being fake. This is when I remember I was watching, I think it was Survivor Series 1997, and it was Kane versus Mankind, and I was not scared of Kane, but I was so in awe of him because he couldn't be touched. I watched Raw every week, no one could touch him. He no-sold everything. So he's against Mankind, and he smashes Mankind so hard. And my dad says to me, "You know it's fake, right?" And he kind of moves on, doesn't say anything else. He's walked out of the room, and it kind of plays in my mind. I'm like, and I kind of, it's like Santa or believing in God. You know, the more you go through life, the more you think, that doesn't make sense, that doesn't make sense, that doesn't make sense. And you kind of piece it together in your mind. It was just, I think, my dad saying that to me that made me kind of figure it out for myself. Because, I mean, I could have easily said, of course it's not fake, you fucking idiot. You know, to my dad. I wouldn't use those words at that age, but, you know, it's kind of one of those things where you have to, you know, go, okay. I mean, even with religion, believing in God, you have to take away physical evidence and just have blind faith in it. If you actually start to take physical evidence into it, like, I don't know, evolution and all that, which has all of this stuff, you could not believe in God. You have to take blind faith. And it'd be the same with wrestling, and it'd be the same with, what was the other thing I was trying to talk about? I can't remember the other thing. Oh yeah, and Santa. You know, you'd think, little elves across the world in a day, you know, you kind of figure out in your mind that you can't do that. And all of these things, you'd either have to have blind faith or you wouldn't believe. So, yeah. Wasps are hellspawn. They make enormous nests and can sting unlimited amounts. You're lucky you don't have them in England. Yeah, that's true. Have you ever played Darksiders before? If not, you should. I haven't played it. I think I've heard good things. Dude, you are so sick for not only doing so many Q&As, but answering every one. Tell your fucking roommate to do more Q&As. He's out at the moment, but I'll tell him to do more fucking Q&As. He doesn't answer every one like I do. I do like anime, but I'm way from that shit, and I agree what you're saying about it. But I've never gone to them places that held them, and shit. I think you're talking about conventions, and yes, they were shit. I wish I could, like, I don't know, find some normal people there. Would you rather shit a cactus or piss steel ball bearings? Probably steel ball bearings. It's good you're standing your ground on that story, man. When you're ready, do tell. I think that's about me. I also agree anime has changed. I still love the art anyway. I love the art. But not as good as the classics. Some of the classics are shit. But yeah, most of the ones that come out now are shit. Can Yami and you do a Would You Rather together? It's one of his series. I think that's specifically for one guy. And can you say Devin Goods 5 times loud? Rate, comment, subscribe. Oh. Alright, turn down your thing. Devin Goods! Devin Goods! Devin Goods! Devin Goods! Devin Goods! Yeah, baby. Naruto is a great anime. Simo, come on, man! Don't say that to me. You're young, I'll let you go. Oof. Naruto is a great anime. And I think people act like they do because in their community they get downgraded because of it. I had people calling me a nerd because I read the manga. No, I don't feel it's because they're put down, because I was put down back in the day. But I still acted like a normal fucking person. You know, I mean, it bothers me so much. Why can't people just act normal? I get that the Japanese culture is a very flamboyant one and all that shit, but people just need to calm the fuck down, you know? Now, if people call you a nerd, tell them to suck a dick. Naruto isn't for nerds, it's awesome. I'm going to skip that one. If you've heard about it, what are your thoughts about the upcoming Tom Hardy and David Hay fight? Is that for real? I'm not even sure about that, but awesome. You should make a series of dating advice and stuff. I don't even know if my dating advice would be good. It's like, lesson 1, be cool. But yeah, that'd be funny, I guess. I think people think you're gay because of the way you move your hands. Now I think you're gay. To be honest, Aaron is more attractive than you. Dick! People can think I'm gay. I have, you know, I have girls who want me and I want them. But, I mean, the way I move my hands, it's like, you know, I can do that. I'm not gay. Who is your all-time favourite WWE, WWF wrestler? That is Kurt Angle. By far the best wrestler ever. What 3 things would you take with you if you're on a desert island for a year? My computer? A fridge full of food? And Aaron. Make him fucking sweat through that with me. England do have wasps. Wasps sting and don't die, bees do. Now, I'm quite sure what you think is a wasp is just a worker bee. And the things you think are bees are drones. I'm so sure that's right. We have this museum up in Warwick Town. It's got this beehive, and it's like the things that I'm very sure you think are wasps are just bees. I'm not 100%. Because I'm very sure on there it says that they're not wasps, they're called bees, but yeah. What's your favourite lager and spirit? Don't like lager at all. Spirit. Don't even know. I really don't. Do you like ballad songs? Of course I do. Everyone loves ballad songs. Also, do you have a feminine side? Lol. I feel like, you know, I like some girly things. It's not like I'm a fucking, you know, that kind of guy who's into all, like, stupid girly stuff and acts like a total retard. But, you know, I'm quite manly as well, you know? I'm a mix. Look at my hands moving, I'm a gay. Biggest fail? I don't even know. Are you and Yamimash doing more Minecraft videos? Probably. Has anyone ever told you look like Vince Vaughn? Actually, yes, someone has. And I was like, I don't see the resemblance, really. Maybe when I'm like 10 years older. Shane, would you prefer Yu-Gi-Oh! Was real or Pokemon? Pokemon, by far. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is cool, though. I'd love that shit. You get to go around the world and travel and get star chips and shit. Shane, I was wondering if you know what the bar that shows your channel name, which is located next to the subscriber button, is called. I have no idea. The bar? Are you and Yamimash coming to London Comic Con this year? If so, it'd be cool to see you too. I don't think so. It would be cool, but it's just so much travelling and so much money. If Yami were to get a sex change and asked you out looking like a sexy lady, would you do it? Meh. Because that'd still be gay. Pumpkins are harder to find than diamonds. Wilson! They can be used against Enderman. If you look at them, they don't attack you. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Shane, for your next prank video, piss on a tea bag, dry it with a hairdryer, and give it to Aaron to make tea with. That would be hilarious. I actually told Aaron about that, so I can't do it. I was like, that's a really funny one. Hello from Australia. Hello from England. My question is, how would your life be if you hadn't met Yami all those years ago? And what would you be doing instead of YouTube? Rate, comment, subscribe! Wow, I think I've explained this a few times. I'm not sure if anyone here knows of the old butterfly effect. Pretty much the principle is a tiny thing would change time astronomically. Like people going back in time and stepping on a tiny little mosquito and changing history so that the dinosaurs never fucking were extinct. That kind of question is just insanely broad because it would change all of history for pretty much everyone in the world, I think. Just because of things that would happen and it just grows out. I really think. And especially if I don't think Aaron would be doing YouTube if he hadn't met me, you know? Or, I mean, my friends, the group of people we were with. Just because of how life would have went for him. He wouldn't have done Yu-Gi-Oh! He probably wouldn't have had many friends, you know? So that's the type of question you can't really answer. I would say very much different from this, and I have no idea what I'd be doing. When is your birthday? My birthday is May the 8th. Hello again. What type of deck do you prefer using when playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Number of spells, traps, monster, anything specific monsters you like using? I have loads of decks. Like if you see me playing on Dual Network, I've got a big list of them. Number of spells, traps, and monsters, it tends to be like 15 to 20 monsters and the rest spells are traps. It used to be 20-20, but now it's gone more 15-25. Specific monsters, not Sangan in every deck, and my favourite monster is Light and Darkness Dragon. It's just it's got a gorgeous card art and it's got a gorgeous effect. I love it. Shane, you and Yami should do a guitar cover. No, we can't play the guitar. Arrow, where do you get Pokemon and Donkey Kong Country for the PC? Go to Emulator Zone and Cool ROM. What did you plan on doing in your life before YouTube? I wanted to go to uni, do something with science. I just don't know what to do with that at the moment. So, I don't know. Alright, we're at the end. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you about why I tried to kill myself. Alright, basically, there was this girl, and oh my god, it was so bad. Like, I was an asshole. Like, she was like, I met her on the internet, and she was an asshole. Like, a real dick to me all the time. And for some reason, she wanted to go out with me, and we got together. When we got together, and I went to see her, she was a normal girl, you know, normal, had emotions, all this shit. And I'd went through maybe 5 months of her being ice cold, not giving me anything in the way of, you know, love or attention or anything like that. So when I went down there and she was just normal, and you know, I was the one who was kind of in control. You know, you take advantage of that, and that's not a good thing to do. I mean, one of the things I'd go back in my life and change is how I treated her. Not because of because she left me and all this shit, but because it was a dick move, and I actually know, and she's told me. I mean, we started talking again, just briefly earlier on this year, that that I really, really fucked her up, and I really didn't mean to. I mean, I was a kid. I mean, I actually consider anyone under 21 to be a kid, and I was such a kid. I had no real experience in anything. I was already years behind because at school I didn't really go there, and mentally I was maybe 15, 16 years old, even though I was 18. Less experience, so I fucked her up really bad. I messed her around, all this shit, and eventually, of course, she finds another guy, and I'm fucking. This is where your mind goes boom, and you're like, oh shit, what did I do that for? So I go to hers. It's I don't know, and I call her and I'm like, I'm here, and this is like fucking hell, 300-400 miles away from home, and I've gone there. It took me 6 hours to get there, and she came out and blah blah blah, and she's all, and I'm all like blah blah blah, and she's all like blah blah blah, and then she leaves, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm like 400 miles away from home, and she's left me. I don't feel like living anymore, so I took a bunch of pills and laid there, and she actually came back. And she punched me really hard in the face and like grabbed me by the hair and dragged me back to hers. Well, she tried to anyway. Eventually, I woke up in a hospital. It sucked, but I actually see it as one of the, more interesting points in my life. And one of the reasons I actually, firstly, appreciate women and not to fuck them around. And secondly, I appreciate life. I appreciate life so much. Like, people say you only live once. I practice that as a person, but I don't go around saying YOLO. And I don't go around doing absolutely stupid stuff that can jeopardize your life. Like the amount of people who say that you only live once and then they go do stupid things. Yeah, you do only live once and you're gonna die. But yeah, that's pretty much it with that chick. It sucked. Alright, any of you leave comments, comment and subscribe and like and do the commenting and leave a comment and ask the questions and rate, comment, subscribe.